Here now is another great animal rescue story. Watch.
We had a deer stuck in the canal. It was down here at the end. Seemed to be in distress, a little tired. It had attempted several times to get out, and it was stuck in there. It couldn't jump quite high enough.
The helpless critter makes several attempts, but now appears to be tiring from the effort.
The canal's about probably 4 to 5 feet deep. Basically, he just couldn't get any traction because of the concrete walls and the moss and stuff that grows underneath that water, to where he couldn't get anything on his hooves to pull out. Eventually, he would run out of energy and just basically collapse and drown.
While rescuers think of ways to help the distressed animal, the deer also seems to be wondering what next to do. The animal manages to find a way out as he swims to the other end of the canal, while the rescuers monitor his escape.
He was at the end of the canal and just basically kind of thrashed around looking to see where he could get out at. And a couple times he jumped up and swam down to the far end of the canal. Pretty soon the current would bring him back down this way and stick him right down at this end where he couldn't go anywhere.
What an unfortunate predicament this deer is in, as these strong currents force it back to where the animal began.
And came back, but he always came back to this one spot, and he just couldn't jump out to get on dry ground, to where he had a little bit more movement and traction and everything. First part of it was to try to get a rope on it of some sort, establish some control of him, to where we could keep his head above water and try to keep him relaxed as much as possible.
Rescuers move into position, using various ropes and tools to keep the deer from jumping out of this confined area. It won't be easy. The frightened animal wants to get out and doesn't understand what's happening. It makes repeated attempts to leap to the higher level, but is unsuccessful.
He was a little spooked because he's not used to being around people, but eventually we got the rope on him.
After one more try, they've caught it. Now the deer's problem is trying to rid itself of the rescuer's rope.
He was moving around. He could have kicked or something, but fortunately I was able to just get my hand down there and pull the rope off his head, and then he got up and took off. He seemed to be okay. The horn will grow back. From what I understand, they break them all the time.
This lucky deer is free thanks to the efforts of some helpful individuals.